Hi, a little bit of context before we jump into Argo. We're gonna show first the thing that we started working on. It's not the generic layer that makes every single game session possible, but instead what makes Argo unique, knowing the rules. So we select the first game system to implement and prototype. Forbidden is a dark fantasy with a lot of exploration and resource managing. There are a lot of cool gameplay mechanics about how to explore the map, how many journeys you can do per quarter of the day, how many quarters of the day you can travel before force a march. All those things hard to keep track of in a traditional tabletop and may create unnecessary work for the game master. So by tackling these first, we show what Argo can really do, and that's knowing the rules. So let's jump in. Last year was about discovering Unreal and selecting what technology to use to build a map of Ravenlands. We have a diversity of biomes and topology needed for the map, so we needed to populate the map with trees and grasslands, but also deforming the landscape, having high mountains, hills, and lakes. From there, we start to implement a little bit of gameplay. We display the area that the party can travel based on the rules. We cross-reference between the topology, biome, or if the party has horses and boat. We display the path that is going to travel. We implemented the fog of war for visibility and visited tiles. And we start implementing activities to lead the way, keep watch, make camp, and rolling the dice. Already integrated with your character, getting the attributes and the skills that you have, throwing the right amount of dice, checking for success and failure, allowing push, doing damage to the attribute on pushed rolls, and all the things that makes basic exploration in Forbidden Lands possible. Welcome to the Ravenlands as it is today. We are running here directly from Unreal to show you what we have on latest. So expect a lot of placeholders and maybe some bugs. Also some debug drawings. Those circles over there, they are placeholders for cities, random encounters, and dungeons. We can already travel to those locations, but that's for another day. Let's change the quarter of the day to see how the visuals shift on your screen. And the effects are not only visual, but also on the rule. And we roll the dice for the resources, food and water, when a day finish and a new day start. Let's do that again with the UI open so you can see the feedback right when it happens. We also have the change of seasons. When we select summer, the forest model adjusts to match. When we select autumn, the leaves turn orange. And in winter, the leaves fall off. Everything here is a placeholder from the Unreal Marketplace. Once we build our dedicated art team, expect everything to be much clearer and much more consistent across the screen. We start to play a little bit with the UX and UI of the character sheet, trying to deconstructing it just to show what you need when you need it. And of course, we start to implement the activities that we have around the map. So your party can easily organize itself. Who is going to make camp? Who is going to hunt? Who is going to forage? But not only that, we're experimenting in how to display all the rules and modifiers in a clear way. You can see how darkness will affect your rolls. You can cancel the activities or you can just accept. Right now, it's just rolling all the dice. I'm all about implementing the features. I want to see things happening. I want to see the dice rolling. But that's not how the final session is going to be. You can display a pop-up for the action, making it clear what you're doing. Have a list of talents and gear that can modify the roll. And of course, you can always override the modifier if the game master allows it. But the session is not everything, and we have to help the game master to prepare the game. The map that you're seeing here was made using the tools that are available for the game master to customize for his own needs. So if he wants to change the topology, change the biome, build his own map, he can do it. He has the control. The fog of war helps with the feeling of exploration. It displays the tiles that your party has visited and hides the rest of the map. This also has an impact over the rules. You only roll for lead the way when you're discovering a new tile. You have the results over there, you can push. And if you do have a score, the damage is already calculated for you. The goal is not to build a video game, but empower the game master and the players to have the best experience a digital tool can offer. Remind you of the rules, but at the same time, allow you to override it when the story requires. Next week, we're going to dive into other features that we already have implemented at Argo.